you went to Genesis.
For one day.
What?
I flew in to do my mashing thing. I had
clocked in and clocked
my mashing
out.
idea where I would try to challenge people in mashing, and I'll tell you how that went in a second. But first, I was at a pizza place and I was watching J Mook versus Plup, and J Mook was beating Plup, and I have only heard J Mook from you guys talking about him.
Yeah,
I don't really watch Melee, but I'm like, oh, J Mook's supposed to be sick. Aiden loves him. I'm talking to Stans because Stans knows even less than I do, so I'm giving him context. Then he starts beating Plup's ass, and I'm like, damn, he's fucking sick. And set finishes, I'm like, wow, Aiden's right. He's a god. I walk in the venue, bunch of people asking for pictures all weekend. This guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, can I get a pic? And I'm like, yeah. Takes a pic. And then he's like, oh, bad angle. Do it again. I'm like, fine.
Take that.
And then he's like, all right, see you later. And then he runs off towards the stage. I'm like, cool. And then I see him walk on the stage. I'm like, that's weird. And another friend of ours, Zane, comes up and he's like, yo, you that guy you took a picture with? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's J Mook. I'm like, that's Jay.
Zane told you that?
Ipengu, yeah.
Oh, Ipengu, yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's Jay. I'm like, oh, I feel kind of bad.
Yeah. Also because as the story goes, you were talking about how sick J-Mook is, like you've been fucking following the career.
Yeah, like you've been done no.
Yeah, like you've been done no, but you haven't been done no.
No, I just said he was sick because he beat Plup 5 seconds earlier. If he hadn't beat Plup, I wouldn't have been like J-Mook sick. It was very reaction to the thing that happened.
Okay.
This also adds to the theory, by the way, because we learned that J-Mook listens to The Yard, that The Yard is the podcast of champions.
The podcast is champs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love that. Wait.
Close to champs.
Okay.
Well, does Zane not listen to The Yard?
Big Cumtown guy, actually.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Love Stabby, baby.